What's up, y'all? I gotta go check to see if we're live really
Yes.
quick. Let me go check. How y'all doing this good old Sunday morning? It is.
It is Sunday morning for you, yes?
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's see. It's showing.
Is it showing?
It's showing upcoming. What?
Let me
Okay,
see.
I think it's there. We go. I see it live on
Okay.
my. Okay, yeah, it's showing live on my YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yep, let me go check Facebook. I don't see anybody showing on here. Let's see. What's up, y'all? We got one person looking.
Okay, there it is. I'm gonna put that on. Turn there we go.
Okay, so we got one person. Now let me see if I can go live on my TikTok. You
Waiting for it to come on my phone.
haven't, it's not pulling up. Let's see, virtual items.
Hmm.
I'll just screenshot it for now. Look at it later. Got it. All righty. So we are live on
Mhm.
YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok here. What's up, my people, my beautiful people? What's up? We decided to go live. I know my TikTok folks, you guys can't see us here on YouTube because I'm streaming in two places. I'm trying to see how this is gonna work. But the topic for tonight is living paycheck to paycheck in 3 ways that you can create extra income online,
Mhm.
the beginner friendly version. What's up, y'all? So, Rhonda, go ahead. You can go ahead and start. I got some folks coming in onto my TikTok. If you guys have any questions, please feel free
Yes.
to put them down here, and I'll answer them when we're finished. But go ahead, Rhonda. You want to go ahead and open us up?
Well, what we talking about again?
This was an impromptu live. I called her. I said, girl, we gotta go live. It's been what, 3 weeks? We said we was gonna go live and set a schedule, and we both have had life to life. But the reality is that there are so many people right now
Mhm.
with the state of this economy that are in need of extra money. Like, we just can't continue to ignore it. I went in a grocery store today and I
Mhm.
came out with one bag and I spent
Mm.
$30. One bag,
Mm.
$30. Like, I had to look at my items. I said, what did I get for $29 and some change?
I know it. I know
So the
it.
cost of living is just increasing. And so the goal is I've been saying it forever, is to create freedom for life. And for me, that means different things. Freedom means different things to everybody. Like, your definition of freedom is different than mine. Whatever
Mhm.
that is for you is what we're looking for. Like, you may love your job, but unfortunately, you may not be making enough money to pay all your bills. I mean, that's a lot of people's story. So, you know, Rhonda, why are you looking like that?
It's just, well, and you don't want to like call it paycheck to paycheck, but that's could be it. And I went to I put premium gas, and I'm gonna call my dealer to see if I can, because they got me convinced that I can only put premium in there, but I'm gonna see if I can put in unleaded, because I went in and it didn't look. I put that gas in, it didn't look like the needle moved.
That's
So
crazy.
I asked my son, I said, did you put? He was like, yeah, I put it in there. And so I was like, oh, okay, go put $10, an extra $10 in there. And it moved up a little bit.
Yeah. It's
So
it's it's getting crazy. And so You know, it can be stressful, it can be exhausting, especially when you are somebody that really don't know what you can do to create extra money. I mean, there's so
Right.
many different ways to create extra money outside of getting a second or third job. And my
Yeah.
thing is, I have nothing against the job. Like, I've
Mhm.
been an entrepreneur for over 18 years, and I don't know how I would have to operate if I had to get a job.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've been free for so long, but the reality is that there are a lot of people out here working a job, having to deal with the traffic, having to deal with, a 1 hour or even a 30-minute lunch. God forbid you need to get out for your kids, or you got a doctor's appointment, or you got something to do.
Mhm.
It's just a never ending cycle, when you are trading time for money. And so
Mhm.
what I'm saying is, there are other ways that you can create income outside of working a job. And so,
Yeah.
it can start as a side hustle or a second business, but you have got to do something, because there's just no way that you can save your way to extra money. It's impossible to save your way to extra money. I was just talking with my son, he's still here, he'll be 32 this year.
Mhm.
And it just doesn't make sense. Like, when you sit down and you add up the cost of, being able to just live, depending
Yeah.
on where you live, you're spending $3,000 a month. And that's just on necessities, rent,
Mhm.
utilities. Like, come on. So you got to do something different. You got to do something different. And in the landscape of online, a lot of people are, what's the word I'm looking for? They can be intimidated by the
Oh
different
yeah.
things, or not knowing what to do, or there's a lot of scams out here. And so you got to educate yourself. So
Yes.
we're just going to touch on three things really quick. This is really quick and kind of impromptu. We're going to do it a different one. I'm looking at TikTok here, and looking up here on the on the computer screen, and I'm
Yes.
split. But for real, like, Rhonda, I know we said last time we were gonna be doing these more often, and it went in one ear and the other, because we both been just letting life. And so I really do want to thank you for me calling you at 11:55 and say, hey, let's hop on live. And you're like, okay, I got about a good 15 minutes in. So
Absolutely.
so,
Absolutely.
so here we are.
Yes. Yes. This is good. This is good because I actually like my job, my career. I like it. But you still need to earn additional income if you're not worried, if there's some gaps that you need to close financially. So I think these
Yes.
will be just kind of maybe inspire you or plant a seed in your mind on what else you can do besides garage, because you can only have so many garage sales. You know what I'm saying?
Or sell so much on Facebook Marketplace. Come on.
You can only have so many garage sales, but that's what us working people, that's the first thing, because we were taught that. Oh, I'll sell some stuff out of my house. But after you done sold what you can, after you done went to all the thrift shops trying to buy low and sell high, there's some other things that you can do. And so we
Right.
want to plant those seeds today on how you can do that. Right?
So we're just going to touch on three ways, because we said it could be three ways, and so basically, like, I'll touch on the first one, which is like selling a simple service. Like,
Hmm.
you may be good at something, you may be very good at something. And I know for me, I'm working more on leaning into my gifts and my talents, and what I'm really good at. And all of us are really good at different things. We all have gifts and talents. Some of us
Yeah.
may not have discovered what those are yet, but I want to encourage you to lean into what comes easy to you. What can you do easily? And then
Hmm.
you want to sell that as a service. So now you're monetizing that. So, you probably have been on YouTube and you see people saying, you can make money on YouTube without having the required, what's the requirements? I think it's 4,000 watch hours and what?
Yeah. You can
One,
just start.
yeah, you can start monetizing YouTube immediately, like by
Hmm.
creating content around the service that you are going to sell, the
Yeah.
problem that you're going to solve for people. That's number one. Rhonda, you want to touch on a second thing?
Affiliate marketing.
Yes,
There's affiliate marketing. And what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing, there's so many different facets to it, but bottom line, affiliate marketing is where you are reselling or you're selling a company's products or service. So let's say you have a favorite t-shirt that you're wearing or favorite earrings or whatever, or favorite coffee, or just goes on and on. If you go to their website, see if they have a referral program or an affiliate program. And some of them allow you to sign up free. Some you have to buy in order to resell, but you can start referring, getting online and referring companies' products and services, and you can get paid that way. So there's just several different ways. There are like, let's say if there's a course that you want to purchase, you purchase it. When you resell it, you get 90%, company gets 10%, right? So there's just so much. Walmart has an affiliate program. Target has an affiliate program.
But the difference with Walmart, Target, Amazon, all of those, big brands like that, their commissions are typically what, 2 to 10%.
Yeah, they're all affiliate programs aren't created equal.
Right.
Yeah. If you really want to look for because it takes the same amount of time to earn $5 per sale as it does $500 per sale.
Or $1,000 per sale. Right?
Or
like, you got to put in the same amount of work. And that's what I was telling Rhonda, like when you're looking at, for me, when I look at opportunities, like I remember when I was doing several network marketing opportunities, my first question was always, what is the compensation plan? Because before I can get down with a product, I need to see how I'm gonna be paid. I don't care. I'm not gonna spin my wheels promoting opportunity where they're only paying me peanuts. This one particular company I won't name.
Yeah.
But the commission for per person broke down to $2.45 per person who was spending $80. That math don't math for me. So that's not to knock that company's products or services. It's just for me, I need to promote something that's going to pay me a larger percentage for the work that I'm going to put in to bring people to this program or services or products or whatever. So that's just kind of a very bare, minimum description of what affiliate marketing is. We're going to do more videos. I promise you guys, I'm going to really hold myself accountable to hold Rhonda accountable so we both can really do more videos and get more content out to you guys, because I've been an entrepreneur for 18 years and this comes easy to me. And I talk to people all the time and they're like, well, how do I do A, B, C, and D? And what comes easy to me, they don't have a clue about how to get started, how to do it. Like those of you that's watching this right now, or even if you're watching a replay, you probably don't even realize how easy it is for you to create a product and get paid today. It's some steps that have to go into place, but it's really not hard once you know what the steps are. So that leaves me touching on the third product really quick, and that would be digital products. So you can create a digital product. A digital product is basically a product that you are selling that is virtual, that's on digital, that's online. So you could sell a course, an ebook, a mini course, a PDF, something that is where you're going to lead people to get the information and they can download it, they can access it in a platform or whatever, but you can sell it over and over and over and over and get paid for it. So one of the digital products that I really like is a course that I stand behind, and I have it in my store. I'm not going to really touch on it because I don't have the time to touch on it, but you want to make sure that you are purchasing a digital product that is going to have the value, that's going to teach you some skills on how to market online, especially if you're brand new, you don't know how to create a product, you don't know how to set up a store, you don't know how to set up your emails because you don't want to be marketing for nothing. It's a lot of different moving parts to creating income online, and it can be intimidating, but that's why you want to connect with and partner with someone like myself and Rhonda so we can kind of share with you the ins and outs and kind of bring all of the pieces of the puzzle together. So It is 12:18. I am still wired, but I know Rhonda worked today. She worked a full-time job today, and it is Saturday. She got a lot of stuff that she's working on, so I know she's tired. And I promised her I wouldn't hold her hostage.
Now,
And
don't
so
hold me hostage.
we
But
have been on here for 15 minutes, and I might come back on live after this, after me and her get off.
There's two things I want to mention.
Okay. Let's
when
go.
you talked about here real briefly, creating your own product, what was that first one? Offering a service. I have expertise in like post-secondary, secondary counseling, getting kids college ready, career ready, workforce ready. Whatever your expertise is right now, that might be one of the ease of entry into you creating your own service. And I didn't have a website. I didn't have a following or anything. I just went to our local school district and I presented a proposal, and they hired me and my partner to deliver consulting services. So if you're creating your own service, something that you've been doing, I've been doing this. I've been in this field 31 years. So it could be something that comes easy to you, and you can get that going. And then the second thing is, one of the reasons why I like affiliate marketing, or what Nikki's talking about, it's not anything that you need to build, because if you are working full time, like I'm working, starting out, you may not want to like build. It's okay to have your service, but you may not want to build or create anything. You want to just come in and hit the ground running, where you purchase the course, you start learning from the course, and then you start talking about what you're learning, and you start attracting other people who want to do the same. That's how I started online back in 2007. I bought it was $5. I bought a $5 digital suite that had all these different products in it. And I took one book that was called Stacked Income and another book that was called Don't Be a Victim. And I started telling people about how not to fall for certain too good to be true type of things. And people started commenting on my videos. Where are you learning that from? Where are you getting that from? And I purchased this $5 library. Now I can earn $5 over and over. And then I started buying more libraries. I went up to $150 library and started telling people about that. And then I moved up to, there was a community back in the day, but they were talking about how to attract people. And I purchased that one for $2,000. But when I would make a sale, I got $1,900. The company kept $100. I got $1,900. So
see, that's what I'm talking about. When we was making them $5,000 commissions, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna get back to that one. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you start making those large commissions, like when I used to be in real estate selling houses, there's nothing like making $5,000, $7,000 in a week, like in a week. So you got to look at it like depending on what the product or service is. Like I said, you still got to market. The difference between you selling a $5 product and a $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 product is your marketing, what you're doing, what you're actually offering of value, what you're sharing with people. Like when you have a product or service that is of value, I don't care. You can sell ice to an Eskimo, period. If you know how to sell it and you know how to market it. So that's what I'm saying. Like there is just really no limits to creating income online. Like I literally see people creating massive amounts of money, even faceless. I'm getting ready to work on an experiment where I'm doing something faceless. You're not even going to know it's me. And so like, it's just so many different options for you to create income. You just got to decide where you are right now. You no longer want to be there. If you are working a job and you're not making enough money and it doesn't do for you what you need it to do, the first step is acknowledging that you need more. The second step is finding something that you can do and then making a decision that you're going to commit to learning it and doing it and growing it and building it. And then it's just going to grow. So I see Rhonda getting sleepy over there, so I don't want her to fall asleep sleep on this. So I have to get my rest. She barely look. This is my time right here. I don't go to bed till
Mm.
late most nights. I be struggling, dealing with pain and up. So, but we gonna go ahead and end this live because this is so funny. Rhonda, you are hilarious. You are so funny, sis. But is there anything you want to say before we go? We go. I promise you, it won't be a month. Let me see. When the last time that we was
Was it a
online?
month?
I think it was a month. I
Oh
think
my
it was.
God.
So I promise
Oh,
you, it will not be a
I'm
month.
watching us now.
How
No, I
did
just think we talked about it the last time, but you all got to go out and get that book, Who Moved My Cheese? Because the cheese and the way in which we do things has moved. And so oftentimes, if we feel like we're in lack or if we're in this living paycheck to paycheck, it just means we haven't identified where the resources have moved. That's all that means. And fortunately and or unfortunately, the resources have moved in this direction that we're telling you about. That's just, this is not all of it, but these three, this is where it has moved. And so you, it's not something that you have to do, but you got to go and read that book because some people just stayed stuck and they didn't move
yeah.
forward. Other ones, they just went through the maze and they were looking for that cheese. Yeah, you got to find that cheese.
And that
So
cheese is
that
not gonna be stationary, baby. That cheese
it's not
move.
going to be stationary. And then I think I got to read it myself, but also too, you can find some old cheese. I don't like old cheese. I don't like old cheese. It's
I had
nasty.
to read that book. It's part of my degree. I don't remember if it was my bachelor's or my master's, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but we
But you
gotta.
definitely you just gotta be resourceful, man. You gotta connect
Yes.
with people that are going where you want to go. Like one of
Mm-hmm.
the things I like real quick before we go, I was working on writing down some things. Let me see if
Mm-hmm.
I got it real quick. And I just wanted to touch on two things real quick. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. If my computer.
Yes. See if anybody.
I see we got a couple people on here. But
Mm-hmm.
really quick, I just wanted to touch on this really quick and then we're gonna get off. Okay, here it is. Let me see, where did it go? These are just a couple of things that I was gonna make a post. And then I'm just gonna touch on three of them. Number one, you got to stop compromising your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
We only get one body for our entire life. We get one body for our entire life. And so if we don't take care of it now, we're going to pay later. And nobody really told us that. I know me when I was younger, I had no idea. If I knew what I knew now about health, I would have done a whole lot of different things differently. But, we always have hindsight 2020. Hindsight is 2020. But you got to stop compromising your health. And I know for me, I took a whole year off from working out and I'm paying for it now, but I'm pushing through, but it wouldn't be so hard and so painful if I would stay the course. So that's one thing. The second thing is you got to change your circle to match where you want to be in life. If you hang around bad energy people, you're going to always do bad because it's impossible to rise when you are in a crock of shit. It's just impossible. You cannot. Like, you can only rise as high as the people that you surround yourself with. So just think, if you're dealing with a bunch of people and they're negative, and they're just not going anywhere, how can you rise in it? Because now they're going to try to make you feel like what you're trying to attain or where you're aiming to be is something wrong with you. No, it's something wrong with your circle. So you got to change your circle.
Powerful.
And then lastly, you want to work harder at releasing all fear and going for what you truly want. Because again, if you're hanging around people who co-sign your fear, then you're going to stay fearful. You're not going to try things. You're not going to do things, and you're going to be stuck. So therefore, you sometimes have to remove people out your circle so that you can release the fear. Because sometimes our fear is not necessarily within us. It's us talking to people, sharing our ideas, sharing our goals with people, and they're projecting their fears into our life. Yeah. So that's just a couple of things that I wanted to leave you guys with. But with that being said, It is now 24 minutes in. Rhonda, you did amazing. Thank you for staying 9 minutes over, sis. Drum roll.
Thank you.
Minutes over. So we will be back. I'm not going to say when because we got to sit down and talk about it. Because like I said, I called her at 11:50 and said, sis, let's go live. And she said, let's do it. I said, okay. So we're here and we will see you guys soon. I thank you for those of you that took the time to watch this. I know if you're over here on TikTok, this is going to go away, but this is on my YouTube and my Facebook, and you know, it'll be there. So anything else you want to say before I hit the end button, Rhonda K?
No, ma'am. End that thing.
End it. Rhonda is hilarious, y'all. She said, end that thing. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Okay, hold on. Bye.
I love it.
Hold on, I gotta hit the end stream. Hold on, it's still spinning. All right, TikTok. I'll see y'all maybe later or tomorrow's. It's level up season, baby. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go.
It's still live. I love it.
It's still live.
Still live.
Why is okay? There you go. Hold up.